Today on the No Pillz podcast, Gen Z and millennials being plagued by toxic dating. Signs that you are in a toxic relationship. Is there such thing as toxic love? What is a toxic relationship? How to avoid toxic relationships. How to get out of a toxic relationship. And how to get into a healthy relationship. You're now listening to the No Pillz podcast, your best resource for cultivating meaningful, healthy, long-lasting, romantic relationships that bloom into strong marriages. Welcome to No Pillz. Welcome to No Pillz. That's with a Z. Love fully scripted. We are back, beloved. Your man, G-Man, Brother Gordon, your big brother, your unc from another mother. We are in the place to be today speaking about toxicity. No blue pills, no red pills, just that pill of truth. Get some. Are you ready, friends? This word, oh my goodness, toxicity, friends. I mean, I don't even know how frequently you run into this word online. It just comes up constantly. I don't know if is it cope at this point? Is it real? Is it? I have some thoughts on all of the above. But if you found yourself using this word, if you are a millennial, if you are a Gen Zer and you think that it's over, the dating marketplace has crashed, there's nothing to be preserved, nothing to hold on to, there's no hope for the hopeless. Let's talk about it today, man. Did I say talk? Yeah, it's like TikTok, not talk, tiki-talk. Toxicity, friends. Let's talk about it today. Are you in a toxic relationship? Do you know what that looks like? If you are in one, do you want to get out of it? Do you know how to get out of it? Should you get out of it? Is there such thing as toxic love? I mean, and the list just goes on and on. With the barrage, I mean the barrage of terrible dating relationship advice you could find online. We're going to unpack some of that today, as we always do. Friends, I'm glad you're here. This will be the best hour spent of your life, okay? For real, when it comes to your relationship matters, because relationships matter. Ooh, watch out. I'm cooking. Let me cook. Let them cook. They might call that a bar somewhere, as I've heard. All right, listen, I wanted to start right here. What does it mean to be in a toxic relationship? Like, what is considered a toxic relationship? I think we have to start there. We have to get on the same playing field, have the same foundation, the same starting place to make sure we're speaking the same language. So over at charliehealth.com, here's a definition I found. A relationship is an unhealthy relationship in which one or both people involved exhibit controlling, manipulative, or abusive behaviors. Okay, you got a controlling, manipulator, abusive partner. These behaviors can manifest in various ways. Some signs of a toxic relationship include constant criticism, a belittling, explosive anger, and outbursts. Now, some of us might be shocked as we hear this, realizing that we are the toxic person in the relationship. Praying for you. Okay, just admit to it. Realize that it's you. You are a problem. If you're having explosive outbursts of anger and rage, getting violent, belittling, criticizing, beating down, talking down to your partner, you have a problem. You need to address this problem immediately. Immediately, all right? And depending on where you're from, immediately. It needs to be handled immediately, like on the fast, on the quick, with no delay, rapido. You hear me? Speedy Gonzalez on that thing. Get on it, friends. All right, 6 signs of a toxic relationship from calm.com. Calm.com. Oh, man. 1, feeling unsafe or on edge. Okay. 2, consistently disrespected. Consistently. 3, unmet needs. Let me clarify, not unmet wants. Okay? Trips to Tahiti, being flown around the world, expensive bags and shoes don't count. Needs. I want needs that are in a relationship. That would be like, give me some examples. Being respected. Being told that you are valuable and appreciated. Being shown this through affection and through commitment, through trust, through faithfulness. Those are relationship needs. Love, respect, cooperation, coming together. Those are needs. Some of these other things that are being promoted to you online, not needs. Let me move on. Number 4, often taking the blame. Okay, you become the doormat, the whooping boy. Number 5, isolated from friends and family. These are signs you may be in a toxic relationship. And number 6, from calm.com, diminished self-esteem. Over at verywellmind.com, though, I did find this interesting article or portion of an article in which they titled this section, Toxic versus Abusive Relationships. I thought this was good for us to be able to make that distinction if we could. All right. Give me some feedback on it. Let me know. Give me some feedback in the comments section, too, as we're going through these things. Give me some feedback on what you think, agree or disagree with these said definitions and ideas that are circulating around the World Wide Web. All right. So verywellmind.com says, here's the difference. Not all toxic relationships are abusive. However, all abusive relationships can be considered toxic. All right. What are your thoughts on that? Not all toxic relationships are abusive. However, all abusive relationships can be considered toxic. In a toxic relationship, there is usually a lack of respect and a violation of boundaries. Tracking with that. Sometimes this behavior occurs without the person even realizing they're doing it. All right, that's valid. But if this kind of behavior is consistently repeated, especially, friends, I want to add, after clear communication of the boundaries that are being crossed, and your dislike for such behavior are consistently repeated with the active intent to harm the other person, the relationship could be considered abusive. Abuse can take many forms, as many of us know, such as psychological, emotional, and physical abuse. Abusive relationships tend to also follow the cycle of abuse. There's a cycle of abuse, friends, and you may be in this cycle. So I'm covering this because I know there may be individuals who are going to listen to this podcast, doesn't matter your age, that you could be in this type of relationship and you may not be familiar with the abuse cycle. So, for example, the stages of abuse cycle usually involve these steps. The cycle goes in this fashion. There's tension that starts to build over who knows what. Probably most cases, relatively nothing. Any little thing sets the other person off, and vice versa. If you are the abuser versus the one being abused, tension starts to build, an act of abuse occurs. The person who committed the act apologizes, blames the victim, or minimalizes the abuse. There is a period or time during which no abuse occurs. However, the cycle eventually repeats. Friends, I want you to listen to this closely. Play it back if you have to. If you need to be able to recognize and identify if you yourself are in an abusive relationship or even a toxic relationship, so that you can now make informed decisions of how to proceed and go forward and move forward in your life. These things are serious. In addition, verywellmind.com says this: toxic relationships may be more subjective than abusive ones. For instance, if you have a history of being lied to, you might consider anyone who lies a toxic person. Suppose fair enough. Someone else may be more willing to let it slide and give that person who lied a second chance because they don't have an experience, a background, a history of being lied to. Okay? Difference between abusive versus toxic relationship. I think this is something good to meditate on, to think about, to reflect upon. How not to be in a toxic relationship is what we should be talking about right now. Okay? For all those who are not in a relationship, or you're in a relationship, how do you not be in one? Okay? How do you just not be in one? So if you're already in one, hold your horses. We're going to speak about how to get out of one. But if you're not even in a relationship yet, or you're thinking about dating, you should be courting. If you're thinking about you have an interest in another person is trying to tickle your fancy, get a hold of your attention, then we want to avoid toxic relationships at all costs. My first suggestion, my first recommendation is to follow the owner's manual. That's my first recommendation. Okay? Your relationship is a vehicle. That vehicle comes with a owner's manual from the manufacturer. More on that later. If you're here for the first time, more on that later. But my first recommendation, number one, owner's manual. Okay? Number two, this is big. Gen Z, this is big. Millennials, this is big. This is big. If you want to avoid a toxic relationship, you must realize that you are living in a time, in a culture, in a space where you are being programmed, to accept toxic relationships. I said it. You're being programmed, being groomed to accept toxic relationships and to be toxic in relationships. No lie. This hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, yo, you know what's crazy? Because look, the enemy's real. The enemy of souls is real. I go, this is like social engineering. Everyone's saying, oh, Gen Z has ruined dating. Easy. This has been a long time in the making. This did not happen overnight, friends. Let me give you some examples. I got to bring receipts, right? All right. It starts with the influence of popular culture on you. It's in the music. And I'm going to be all over the place with this as far as time periods and what was trending and then which is trending now. But just for example, when you're listening to songs that have words and lyrics, titles such as these that I'm going to mention, things like "Love the Way You Lie." Ooh. Oh, Lord, help me with Lord. Love the way you lie. No, I don't love the way you lie. What are we talking about right now? Talk to me. I love the way you lie. No, Satan was a liar from the beginning. No lying in my vicinity. What are we talking about? We put this in a song, we put it on a catchy hook, and then we just pump that into the minds of that young generation. We just pump it into their minds. Sounds catchy, sounds good. Oh, I love the way you lie. Just gonna stand here and watch you burn.
Just gonna stand there and watch me burn.
Hold on, man, family, get a bucket of water for me. Call the fire department. Let me get the blanket. Stop, drop, and roll. Do not. Oh, please, do not stand there and watch me burn. Hold on. Well, that's all right because I like the way it hurts. We have a song with a hook. God have mercy. That is encouraging abuse. This may seem subtle to you. I keep people, what's the big deal? Relax. Just a song. No, it's not, man. That song is imitating life. That song has emotion and experiences of people that they're pouring into the music that is then being poured into you. Listen, every person is a preacher. Only question is what their sermon's about. Don't get it twisted. Don't miss this. I'm talking to you, Gen Z. I'm talking to you, millennials. Listen, this did not start overnight. We're these Gen Z, these millennials. Hold up. Hold your horses. Pump your brakes. You were listening to music that said, you're going to stand there and watch me burn. Well, that's all right because I like the way it hurts. Just going to stand there and hear me cry. Well, that's all right because I love the way you lie. Lord, have mercy on your soul. Programmed for toxicity. Hear what I'm saying to you? A generation programmed for toxicity. If you're listening to a song, heard a song that says, loving you is like a battle. Loving you is like a battle. Why do I want to be battling with anybody that I'm trying to love? Come on, man. I'm making the decision to love you. You should be making a decision to love me back. Why is there a battle going on? Why are we receiving that into our spirits, friends? Why are we accepting that into our minds? Why are we thinking that this is a healthy relationship? Love is a battle, love is a fight, love is easy. Who told you that? Like what kind of battle are we talking about? What type of hurt should I be going through? What type of turmoil? Natural things. Okay, your spouse gets sick. They lose a job. They have an accident. life altering, life change. Okay, yeah. Those are, but the love, not a battle, friends. This is letting us know that this person is probably being cheated on, being done wrong, not being respected, that they pinned. Loving you is like a battle. Such an X factor, isn't it? Okay, moving on. If you're cheating on me, I don't want to know. Hold up. Yes, I do. I need to know. I must know. It is a requirement that I know. I don't want any of your STDs, STIs, or anything else you got going on. I need to know immediately. You hear me? Like yesterday. Let me, if you want out, just leave. Don't bring me nothing that I did not give you. You hear me? So who's telling us? Who's telling us? Oh, no. I just cheat. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was penned, it was written, it was sung. This is a human being that wrote this, inspired by, we could ask some questions about that, the enemy of souls, but nevertheless. But let's just say they're drawing that from a real life experience, a real world experience, right? To think that an individual has reached a place in their experience, in their relationships, in their toxic relationships, that they've said, you know what? I just like being in a relationship. I don't want to be single, and I'm willing to tolerate, just don't tell me, man, and I'll be happy inside. No, you will not. If this is you, if you are that person, you're listening right now, inside where there is no trust, friend, trust what I'm telling you, believe what I'm telling you, there can be no love. Where there is no trust, I hesitate to even call it love, but that type of relationship is a battle. That type of relationship is a battle. If you're with a person that you're having to say, I'm going to have to accept like you cheating, and I just want to not be told that you're cheating. That is the definition. You're standing in a pool of toxicity, in the sludge, the muckery mire of toxicity, and you're here for it. And you're here for it. You're just getting some of it. You got to be out of your mind. But it's in the song, it's in the culture, it's in the media, friends. You were being programmed. We were all being programmed. We're being programmed. I know you are going to break my heart, but I can't stay away. Then you a fool. Look at me. Then you are a fool. I know you're going to. So that means you've shown me time and time again. I know you're going to do it, but I'm here anyway. I can't stay away. Oh, you can stay away. You're choosing not to stay away. You fool. Glutton for punishment is what they say. Isn't that what they say? Come on, beloved. We do better than this. What an opportunity, an experience you are missing by choosing to be in a relationship where you know you're not loved when you could be in another relationship where you are loved. That's how I feel this like with God, man. We refuse to be in a relationship with God where it is 100% guaranteed you will be loved and will be in a relationship with everything else in the world. You know what I mean? As it is in our spiritual lives, is how it is in our physical lives. I know you're going to break my heart, but I can't stay away. Now I can stay away. You got songs literally titled Toxic. Billboard hits. Toxic. Get out of here, man. But listen, some of you don't know how far back this toxicity programming goes. You don't understand how deep the roots are. You remember Romeo and Juliet? Ha! Lord, the definition of toxic. Romeo and Juliet? Is that 1600? Talk about, listen, beloved, I love you and all that, but we don't need to be dying together, okay? We don't need to be dying together, all right? I'm not so in love, infatuated with it. It's not even love. It's infatuation with a person to the point that if they die, I'm going to unalive myself. You pump the brakes. Hold on. Matter of fact, want to hear something funny? My wife, who is no longer with me, we were together almost 20 years, as many of you know. She passed away a little over 3 years ago from breast cancer at the age of 37, friends. But in some of our discussions as a married couple, she would often tell me, well, I want us to die together. I'm like, woman, hold up. Why are you always trying to kill me with you? Why are you always trying to kill me with you? Listen, I want to be here as long as God wants me to be here. If we're not going to leave at the same time, that's fine. My wife was about us being unalive together. I don't know. Women, let the women in the chat let me know. All the married people, all the married women that listen to this in the chat, if you have a married friend, send this to them so I can get them and have them respond in the chat on here. I want to know was my wife the only one? Are more women like this? Do you want to off your husband at the same? Like, listen, I'm not waking. Listen, I'm not coming to your tomb and realizing that you're dead. Oh, Juliet. And then this fool wakes up and realizes that Romeo is dead and decides, I got to unalive myself. What kind of toxic love? People love? Listen, human beings love toxicity. I'm realizing, like, this play has been played over from generation to generation, culture to culture, been made new, modernized. Look, get that away from me. Get that way away from me, beloved. I'm good on this side. Okay? If you die before me, I gotta just hold it down while you're gone. Don't worry, I'll meet you eventually. We're going to the grave. It won't be long. But don't be rushing me. And I'm not, listen, obsession is not what we want, you know? You know what I mean? Listen, it's even in the perfumes. I know there has to be a perfume or cologne, something called obsession. The words have power, friends. I'm trying to be obsessed with God. Someone that I know who has unfailing, unfathomable, unadulterated, okay, love for me. You dig? Not a human being. And the two shall become one flesh. Amen. But I'm bringing you back to Romeo and Juliet, friends. We got that toxic love, oxymoron. Title of a song. We got lyric in the song. We got that toxic love. Yeah. Who told you love is toxic? Love is not toxic. Ha. Now I'm taking you to the owner's manual. Yeah. Let me bring him to speed now. In 1 Corinthians chapter 13. All right. Taking you right to the owner's manual, friends. I want you to hear it again. What is love? So you can't be deceived. See, if you know what love is, then you know what anything that's not love looks like. You don't study the counterfeit, you study the true, right? When it comes to counterfeit money, you don't go around and study counterfeit bills. No, you study the true bill so you can identify the counterfeit. So we're going to study and look at true love so that you will be prepared and equipped to identify counterfeit love. Love is patient. Verse 4. You heard me. The owner's manual tells me that love is patient. Someone not patient with you, you not being patient, it's not love. Love is kind. Yeah, let that sink in. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. Some of you don't even love yourselves. We don't even love ourselves just based off our Instagrams. Just based off our social media accounts. Love is not proud. It does not dishonor others. Oh, I love you. Oh, I'm married to you, but I'm being unfaithful to you. I'm cheating on you. I have your body for the whole world to see. I don't respect you openly. I disrespect you in public. I dishonor you. This is not love, friends. Love, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. Love is not self-seeking. Listen to this, friends. It's not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, love. It keeps no record of wrongs. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. The bitterness, I know. The being hurt, I know. But listen, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. Say amen to that. Yeah. You know what that just did right now? Some of you are hearing that for the first time and your life has been radically changed. You're looking at your relationships completely different. You're looking at how you behave in your relationships completely different. And now you're asking yourself, man, I say I love you, but do I really love you? I say I want love. I think I'm in love. Have I really ever experienced love like this? Because this is love. This is what love looks like. Self-sacrificing love. Kind and gentle. Not angry and hostile and abusive. Definitely not toxic. Other lies you and I are being told. Come on, Gen Z. Come on, millennials. Come on, let's get it. What are you being told? Other lies. You only live once. Do what you want. Lie. There is a resurrection. Yes, there is a resurrection. You only live once, so just do whatever you want. That is a lie from the belly of the beast. I reject it. I rebuke it in the name of Christ. What? Lie from the belly of the beast. You only live once. Other lie being shoved down your throats Hookup culture. It's okay. Just hook up. Just have sex randomly with people. That won't make you toxic. That won't encourage toxicity in your mind, in your heart, in any future relationships you're going to be involved in. It's okay. You can just sleep around. If I had to tell you that is wrong, that is going to breed, it is a hotbed, a breeding ground for toxicity, I don't know what. God help you. Do not do that. Do not do that, friends. Take it from your big brother. Don't do that. Next thing that is killing us, being programmed online to accept cheating. Where we do this at? Being to accept cheating. Being programmed to be a prostitute by another name. Hey, if you get enough money, it's all right to be cheated on. What? Who in their right mind would accept that and get on board with that foolishness? Accepting cheating from two perspectives. One, accepting being cheated on, and accepted being the cheater. Listen, if you're out there being a cheater, I pray you have an experience where your heart is broken, man. Where you will see, God, and I hope nobody has to get hurt in the process, but that you can see and actually realize and actualize what you are doing to the heart and mind of another person when you cheat on them. It's not a game, friends. I believe this is a crime against heaven. But you are saturated in a culture that is educating you to say, hey, accept cheating, be cheated on, accept being cheated on, accept being the cheater. No way. No way. Talk about toxic. Where we think verbal abuse is cool. Being smacked by your girlfriend, being yelled at, punched on. Get out of here. Keep your paws to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. No lie. No lie, friends. But this stuff is like cute online. Nah. No, never, ever, ever. Love is not abusive. Love is not going to beat on you. Love is not going to beat on you. It be in the music, man. It be in the music videos. It be in the culture. It be like, hey, we all doing it. We all going through it anyway, so we might as well just accept it. Nah, let's not accept that. Let's not accept putting our hands or having somebody put their hands on us. I'm talking to you, young people. I'm talking to you, daters. I'm talking to you. Come on. All my 20s, 30s, 40s, I'm talking to you. 50s, 60s, I'm talking to you. Get your hands off me, man. Period. Keep your hands off me. No obsession. We've got. Listen, if you're in a relationship that is built upon the foundation of drug use, alcohol, get out of that thing, man. Get out of that thing. That's not for you. Okay. Watch out for all the comedic posts out there, all the comedy, because I could fall victim to this too. Sometimes there's little accounts out there online that make jokes about being toxic, and it's funny. We all laugh, it's lighthearted, but you know what? I don't want to accept that. You got stalker behavior. Ain't funny. I got to get away from you. I may need a restraining order immediately, ASAP. You dig me? Like, so we'll use humor to play down, right? Like aggressive, toxic, because how do you say, we laugh because we don't know how to really handle it. I know how to handle it. Call them people. Don't vandalize don't do nothing to anything that I own. House, car, kids, whatever I got going on, no destruction of my property. And listen, let me talk to y'all. Yeah, we have to do better. You gotta have some common sense, man. You can't look at a person and tell they off. Let me talk to you. Let's just talk, you and me. You telling me you ain't never looked somebody in the eyes and knew, like, this one ain't right. This one ain't right upstairs. This one, like discernment, intuition, the Holy Ghost, prayer. I mean, like you have to get to a place where you can discern, have a good spirit of discernment, be able to look at the person and be like, yeah, you're not the one for me. You might be a little cuckoo, a little unbalanced. But you don't see that, then you go hook up with this person. Yeah, you're gonna get what you're looking for. I'm just saying. I don't ducked a few in my lifetime. You with somebody who's threatening to unalive themselves if you leave them, man, get away from that person. That's on them. blaming you for their actions. You made me do it. It's because, listen, beloved, we too grown for that. You a grown person, individual with your own mind. Anything you do, you've chosen to do. Period. You've chosen to do it. Talking about I cannot be with you because listen, I be hearing this, man, high school. I remember grade school to high school hearing this type of stuff, man. Get away from these crazy couples, crazy toxic couple relationship you in. Get out of there. You threatening me with I'm gonna unalive myself if you break up with me. Fool, you out of here. That is you just got yourself a one-way ticket to not being with me no more. Toodles. Deuces. Adios, amigos. Sayonara. Peace out. Arrivederci, whatever. Listen, you're gone, friends. Okay? Then listen, we got songs out here promoting the unaliving of a person they're in a relationship with. I don't need that type of music, energy, books, anything around me. I'm not trying to listen to, see nothing that's talking about somebody unaliving somebody they're supposed to love. I'm good on that. I'm super good. But this is the stuff that's being pushed into your mind. Well, let me take that back. I'm going to say pushed into your mind because you're choosing to listen to it, okay? You're choosing to take it in. These are the things that are available to you and I to take in, and then we hear it so much, we think it's commonplace. Oh, he's just a little crazy. She's just a little crazy. Yeah, he's threatening to unalive me, but we're still together. Fool, get out of there. I'm going to talk real to y'all today. Just get out of there. Only God can heal you. We think we're going to get into a relationship and that person's going to heal us. Our spouse is going to heal us. You guys out here dating, you doing boyfriend, girlfriend. Oh, my boyfriend, my girlfriend going to fix me. I'm not here to fix you. You start telling me you got flags, you got emotional damage, you got trauma, you got all this. Listen, I am not the cure for your trauma. I am not the cure for your emotional damage. That is a job for Jesus alone, for God alone, right? We can be on our journey together to become more like God, but I see it all the time. People looking to a human being to fix them. Flag. Get out of there. Huge flag. Giving yourself sexually to somebody that is not your spouse, that you're not planning to marry, is just, I just want to hit that one more time, right? This is a path of destruction. You're in a relationship and also, let's say the attention is being diverted. This is what it does. When you've been out there, listen, when you've been out there loosey-goosey, running around for so long, you think you're going to get into a relationship now and then not be able to have your attention not diverted to someone else. So now you're with somebody. Come on, let me talk to the ladies real fast. What happens to men too now? Because women are just, men and women are just about the same now when it comes to how they approach relationships, unfortunately. And unfaithfulness is what I'm saying. You're with this person, but their attention is always on somebody else. That makes you feel terrible inside. So you realize you're in an atmosphere. You're in a generation where all this is being promoted to you to essentially just destroy your ability to have a healthy relationship. Zodiac signs is killing some of y'all. Man, I don't know what you're doing. Leave these stars alone, man. These stars ain't did nothing to you. They can't do nothing to you. They won't do nothing to you. Who cares what month you were born in? So you sat in your mother's womb for a couple more days and just come on, man. Now I can't date you because you a Libra, you a Capricorn, get out of here, man. Let's grow up. Can we grow up, friends? Can we grow up? You're being encouraged to be a gold digger. I can't believe it. This is real. Women are encouraging other women to be gold diggers, to be out here just to use people men for money. That's wild to me. You're being encouraged to be whores, to be sluts. They got slut walks. Like, what in the world? You're being encouraged by other women to be loose. They do not love you. Any woman that's telling you to go out there and be loose and give your body away to someone that's not your husband does not love you. Facts. Straight like that. And if you're sucking that down, don't suck that down anymore, man. Don't believe that nonsense. Value yourself. You are made in the image and likeness of God. Do not give yourself away to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. I can't even believe I have to speak on this. I can't even believe it. That I have to even mention this to anybody. And man, shame on all these women who are a little older than the generation that they're older than their audience that's following them and up here as a grown woman telling younger ladies to sleep around. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. That's wild to me. Men too. Men out here on these so-called dating podcasts, some of y'all paying for this too. Some of y'all paying to be told to sleep around. Make enough money so you can sleep around and ruin your ability also to connect with a female and to respect them. None of that is love. But Satan got y'all paying for this stuff, man. Y'all paying for it. Like, yeah, I'll pay money to be told how to ruin my life and ruin my relationships. I will pay you to help me ruin my romantic relationships. Thank you. Thank you. Now, listen, that's not to say you will find absolutely no truth on any of these other platforms or dating service, whatever they got going on here. That's not what I'm saying, because you always want to take things to the extreme. Don't take what I'm saying to the extreme. It's just, listen, sometimes it's like, ultimately, though, where will you land? Right? Enemy likes to mingle in truth and error. But just ultimately, where are you going to land? Ultimately. Think about what I'm saying to you. Think about what I'm saying to you. Listen, if you don't have a life outside of social media, that's another flag. You involved with somebody that has no life, no personality outside of social media, get away from that person. Okay? If you are being told, Gen Z millennials, God help you, you are being told that you can be a sex worker and have a healthy relationship, that you can have a healthy romantic relationship being a sex worker. That is a lie that I believe people involved in sex work are telling themselves. Let me say, Brother Gordon, but there's people out there saying, giving testimony that they're in a healthy relationship, and no, they're not. They don't trust each other. Okay. And the first sign that the individuals themselves are not healthy is the fact that they're involved in sex work. What normal person from the womb to the tomb comes out and says, hey, I want to sell my body for money. That's something I want to do because I don't value myself to that. Get out of here, man. Get out. You can't put a price on your soul, friends. You can't put a price on your integrity. The moment you can, you are broken. There is no healthy after that until you get back to putting that respect on your name and on yourself. You hear me? So this lie they're telling you, oh, I'm a stripper. Look at all this money I made. Yeah, you broken though. You don't even respect yourself. How do I know? Because you stripping. Oh, I'm in a good, healthy relationship. I'll be able to do OnlyFans for a while and I'll be able to get a husband. No, you won't. It won't be healthy. Listen, this stuff it's recorded. It's recorded for the whole world to see. If you think there's going to be no issues, no problem in your marriage or relationship after, you're lying to yourself, friends. You're lying to yourself. But this is what they're telling you. This is the lie that's being fed to you. And if you think the opposite gender is all bad, don't even date. Stop dating. You need to be courting, but stop dating. You need to be courting, but stop. All women are bad. All men are bad. Just stop. Go take a time out. It's like, yeah, man, you're just in the wrong pools, looking for the wrong fish with the wrong tools and the wrong bait. You're not doing it per the owner's manual. So you're gonna listen. Pray for this ministry, because one of the things I want to be to get more. I want to set before this audience more individuals, young and old alike, who are in healthy relationships and are doing healthy courting practices so that you can see that it works. All right, listen, if you're involved in a toxic relationship, how do you get out of this thing? Okay, first of all, you got to recognize that you're in one. Okay, that's the first step. Then you want to get some confirmation. You want to make sure, you want to, in the mouth of two or three, a thing is confirmed. In the multitude of counselors, there's wisdom, all right, per the owner's manual. So you want to make sure you want to confirm with not just with some yes men, not just with your girlfriends, not just with your guy friends, some people that you respect that are outside, some adults, some people that have maturity, some people that are involved in healthy relationships. The blind sometimes can lead the blind. You want to get this person around somebody who's involved in a healthy relationship and let them tell you, like, yeah, that I confirm with you that you are in a toxic, abusive relationship. And then you must make the decision to leave. Now, I'm not talking about if you're married. I'm talking about you're courting or if you're dating and you're in, one of these little volatile relationships that you're in. If you're married, we got a whole nother ball of wax in our hands. Now you need to get some counseling, see if this person is willing to be converted, give their life to God, get the help that they need from heaven and above, and maybe for some counseling. And then you want to separate, and then there's steps for that. But if you're just out here, no ring on the finger, not consummating, look, get out of that thing. But you must make the decision. You can't be listening to all these terrible songs and books and movies talking about, oh, this is love I just can't get away from you. You know what I mean? Some of y'all out here thinking y'all the Joker and Charlie Quinn. Is that the names? I think I got it right. Yeah, some of y'all think y'all in a comic book. No, this is real life. Hope I'm talking to somebody. All right. You want to get into a good relationship, you got to do it God's way. Okay? Only court to marry. Save yourself for your spouse. Get input from others you trust before you say I do, who you believe are spiritual, well-grounded, well-rounded adults. Get them involved. I know our backgrounds are different. Sometimes we don't have moms, we don't have dads. Sometimes we're raised by Get around some adults that you trust spiritually to give you insight in the person that you're courting. Court them for a year. See them in all 4 seasons. See how they react in different interactions, different groups, different responses. Are you praying together? Are you reading together? Are you staying? Don't rush. Haste makes waste. And be prayerful and thoughtful throughout the whole process. Friend, I pray that you will not drink this toxic elixir that they're trying to feed you in this generation, but that you would do it God's way per the owner's manual. I'm Gordon McGee. This is No Pillz. Love fully scripted. I'm signing off, and I'll catch you next week, beloved.